Thanks everybody for joining this training. My name is Jack Hopman, and end of this training, my goal is that you don't waste so much time anymore. Tell me, what is your biggest problem? What is your biggest problem? Finding clients, correct? You have enough knowledge about your service. You like to do the internet marketing, and even your age, you still like to get more clients, correct, Ake? So I got those emails, Jack, I'm 65 years old. Uh, I find things hard to do, but be, be realistic, correct? 65 is not old. How old are you now? And tell me, can you set up local team Jack? Yes, you can set up local team Jack in one click. Um, I'm pretty sure when I'm uh, still around at 76, whatever, I can still create websites and do the internet marketing as soon as I still can move my fingers, of course. I need to see and move my fingers. But the systems are very simple in place. Now, the challenge is a little bit to get clients. Agree? Do you agree that your biggest challenge is to get clients? And the other second challenge is time, correct? You are not lazy. You have but you have only a certain of energy and time. Especially when you're on age, you don't want to waste it, correct? You want to do the things right. Now, what would be your ideal client? Tell me what is your ideal client? So if you walk in a room, and on a room you there are like say five different tables with business people, with five different business people, and one of the business table is starters. So those companies, they just started a new local business. Would you prefer to join that table? Enter yes or no. So they started, business people, and there's one seat left. Would you join that? Would you join that table? I see no, and I see a lot of yeses. Okay, I come back to that. Now, there's another table, and those business people, they are looking for um, to rank natural SEO. They don't have a lot of money to spend, and they want to rank in first page of Google. Would you join that table? Then is a third table, and on the third table are people, businesses who are around on Facebook. They like social marketing, and they like social marketing. Um, they have a medium budget, not so high. They have heard social marketing works. Would you join the third table? Okay, some are going to the third table, and some are not. Now there's the fourth table, and those are the people who have a business and they need leads and are willing to pay for leads, and they paying home advisor. Would you join that for table? Okay, I see a lot of yeses. Okay, good. Now there's a fifth table. Those businesses that really have dialed in their service. They're able to and spending thousands of dollars on ads on Google. And those businesses, they don't care so much how much it costs. They just want to get more clients, customers, because their service is working. So would you join that table? That's the fifth table. So wait, so enter a number of table you want to join. The first table were the beginners, the second table SEO people, the third people were social marketing, the fourth table was home advisor, and the fifth table was AdWords business. And you can only join one, of course. Okay, there's no you can sit on 5 minutes for that table and 5 minutes that. So you have to make a choice. Okay, I see a lot of fourth and fifth, and you nailed it down. Okay. Now, would you like to learn a very easy method to prospect business who's spending thousands of dollars on AdWords? Okay, so they have the money, their service is working, they're able to spend thousands of dollars on internet marketing, and everything what helps them to get more customers, they're willing to pay for. You don't need to do the AdWords management. They might. A very common thing from business who's spending on AdWords. You know what a common thing is? They are busy. They don't care about paying for services because they got the services working. So they might need help with Google My Business ranking. They might need help with reviews. They might need help with natural search. They might need a nicer website. They 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 just have a marketing budget, and everything what helps them to bring clients in, they are willing to pay because that is what they also already do for AdWords. So you can either help them with optimizing the AdWords campaign, but very likely they might also need help with other areas. Does that make sense? The basic thing is, the basic thing is, they have a marketing budget, and once they are already used to spending money on AdWords, they they know that getting more customers in costs money. Does that make sense? No. Do you agree on this or not agree on this? Do you see the light? Now the big question is, how do you prospect those customers? Where do you find them in reasonable amount? Correct? This is what you're going to learn today. And you're going to learn something and see something I guarantee you haven't seen anywhere else. Okay, that's a strong statement, correct? So, what if you guys have Sales Dynamite Jack? Enter yes or no. Sales Dynamite Jack. Within Sales Dynamite Jack, you have access to My Lead Finder Jack, correct? Okay, we're getting back to this. I'm going to show you something what we just released. You log in. And now doesn't in the search the AdWords search is released. You guys see this? guys see my screen where it say the AdWords search. So coming soon is now replaced to a search option, correct? You can select your country, you can select the state, and now either you're going to prospect in your city. Let's say you do SEO, website or whatever. Your service fits for every business in your city. You're going to select one city, all niches. Okay? Or if you are really specialized in a certain niche, you're going to collect all the businesses from all the cities in that state. Does that make sense? So with one click of the button, you get hundreds of leads. Okay, what shall I choose? One city, all niches, or one niche, all cities? Give me an example what you'd like me to do now. So it is live. What would you choose? You don't need proxies for this. One niche, all cities. So tell me the niche. Plumber. Okay, one niche, all cities. Plumber. Okay, plumber. I want all the plumbers. I don't see plumber. I don't know why I don't see plumber. Okay, that's weird. So let's do auto repair. Okay, auto repair in Florida. And save this. Okay, now if you the guys haven't discovered auto repair, you should know. Okay, so I want all cities for auto repair. And now I click get companies. Okay, now of course this take some time, correct? This takes some time. And it let's say 5-10 minutes. So let's do the work. Okay, now you get all, once this is finished, you get the result is you get all the plumbers from and if you guys do it now at the real time, it probably slows down, so don't do it. Slows down my search. But now you see the progress. These are 33 steps, so it takes some time. But at the end, you will see the results. Too late, I'm doing it alongside you, said Paul. Paul, you kind of screwed it up. If everybody do this, now it's done in an hour. I, okay, now let this just do the magic, okay? I'm not sweating, I have to do nothing else, okay? Now, let this do the work. Everybody, tell me if you still remember what the turbo system is. Explain me which 3 steps are the turbo system. Any guys? I hope and expect kind of that you know what the turbo system is. Leads, voice, text message. Yeah? So tell me what you think what the get leads, silent prospector, call city. Okay, John, you got it? So enter it, okay? Not only say yes, but tell me the steps. So you have to get that nailed down. Okay, enter which steps are the turbo system. Okay, a little bit more response would get appreciated. So John got it right. You get leads, you transfer them to Silent Prospector. Then in Silent Prospector, you send them a voice drop. They respond to a call tracking number. They hear a voice message. And when they hear a voice message, you drop a text message with a link to the client getting website, correct? You guys get it nailed down? Okay, I feel it's not nailed down yet. Get not enough responsive. Okay, you guys see my screen? Turbo system. One is you got leads, correct? So you can do this with lead finder jack, okay? And if you use the cloud version, it is very easy. Now you transfer those leads. You how do you say that? You drop them a voice message, okay? And you can do this with Silent Prospector, correct? Then the ideal situation is that those who are interested, you send them a text message, correct? And you can do this with call CAD. And then the result is you got a new client, okay? Because you send them to the client getting website. Okay? You guys have this in front of you? Okay. So this is kind of important that you understand those steps. And now you're going to work towards those steps. So we are collecting now the leads and is doing his work. Okay? Now, let me do Silent Prospector. Okay, you got the leads. And now, what you learned today is you're going after AdWords. AdWords. This AdWords leads, I would say. And why are you doing that? Because spending many dollars already. Okay? Why is that important that they already spending so much money? Why is that important? Now, how many startup businesses um, how many startup businesses exist in a year? Do you know how many startup businesses still alive after a year? Maybe 15%, something like that. Many are struggling. They are limited budget. Set up the business already costs so much money. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? When they will you do a lot of AdWords management, correct? And I think, Will, you got them via Home Advisor, but you know that you like to work with those businesses who spend a reasonable amount of money on marketing, correct? It's just fun. The amount of work is the same, but if a business has a marketing budget, it communicates so much easier. They don't argue about $100 for your service or whatever. They have the service in place. They they know the business. They have good support. So if you become part of that company, um, you probably have a client for many years. Everybody see the value? Now, does that mean in business we spend thousands of dollars on AdWords, they have everything in place? No. A very common thing from business who's spending money on AdWords is they are very busy. Okay? They don't have time to follow every update from Google. They just want to have clients, want to list on first place of Google. Maybe they get so busy with AdWords, they want you to help with the AdWords management if you're good in that. Maybe because they have a website from a couple of years ago and it's not responsive, you can help them with it too. Well said. It's easier to talk to business that's spending money. They get it, yes. Okay. Now you collect the leads with Silent Post with My Lead Funnel Jack, and then you go. Let me go back to Google. Then you go to Silent Prospector. Silent Prospector. Okay. Now you're going to set up for uh, setup to leave a voice message. Do I need to be certified with AdWords? No, you really don't need. I guarantee when you follow the training, you know more than 90% who do AdWords management. That Google AdWords training is very good. You understand how it works. Doesn't mean that you know every button on the screen, but you understand it's kind of whatever Google changes make, you know exactly how Google AdWords work. Now, what is the base elements of Silent Prospector? You get a list, correct? List is number one. Okay, you get the list. Either you get the list from Lead Finder Jack or you request a list. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, once you have the list, what is the next step? You need the audio, correct? You need the audio. Now, the audio is really simple. So here comes the list up. So you get the list from Lead Finder Jack. Now you get the audio. Okay. Who has used this screen? This is really true. When I started to do voice messages, the biggest hurdle to me was creating the audio message. Okay. That was for me the biggest hurdle. So also for myself, I needed to find a solution for that. And I created three options. Okay. You can record a new audio. You can record a call. You can call yourself, or you can upload an audio file and have somebody else do it for you. But also a big hurdle. Tom said the right kind of message is critical. Yes. So that is why I created Script Wizard. Okay. So if somebody going after AdWords management, I have a script. Home advice, I have a script. Google ranking, lead generation, website, SEO. Okay. Sorry, this is Chris. So let me my data. So you see, this is live. This is Belinda. And last name of you is right. Okay, you see, and I save it. And now the script get automatically updated. Now you update the phone number, whatever uh, change you make, you're going to um, you can change it a little bit, okay? And then you can either record it yourself or do a male or a female audio request. At this point, nobody should have problems to create a good converting script. You agree? So now you have the list, you have the audio message, you set up the call ID. Now the very best is to use a call tracking number. Now there are two main reasons why you want there are three reasons. There are actually three reasons why you want to use a call tracking number. Tell me the three reasons. Why would you use a call tracking number instead of your own phone number? So let me open the screen again, because it is important that you get this. So why to use a call tracking number as caller ID? Okay, number one. What is number one? Privacy, correct? You don't want that number all over the place, okay? You want kind of set up a privacy. The second one is you want to know how good that campaign was, correct? So you want to measure results. Measure results. Let's say you send 100 voice drops. You want to see which percentage responded to it, correct? You cannot do that if you don't use it. You cannot do that if you don't have a tracking number on it, correct? So that's very important. And once you know what is working, you can use it over and over again. When you use different services, different list source, different audio, okay, you can all see what works the best. And what is the beauty of knowing what works the best? You can rinse and repeat, correct? 3. What is the third reason to use a call tracking number? Now comes the beauty. You can listen forward, link, I would say, to a voice message and send them a text message. Okay, and now it comes automatically. Okay, and that is important to me. Okay, automatically you can send them a text message. And this results that they get a link to your client getting website or your service, your offer, and you get a conversion. If you get this right, nailed in, honed in, and let's say you do this 1/3 of your time, and you get one client per week with it. It's not too much, correct? One client per. If you send, let's say you send 200 voice drops per week. 200 voice drops per week. Okay? Let's say you get 10% conversion, response. Let's say response. So that means 20 businesses are interested. Okay? Now, let's say you get 5% conversion. So from those 20, 5% conversion. Okay? So that means you get one client. Okay, now listen to me. This is important to understand. From that one client, you're going to earn $200 per month. One client per month per client. Okay? After in a month, you have 4 clients. Okay, everybody following at this point? This simple math, correct? Simple math. You do 200 voice drops per week, 20 responses, which is very reasonable. Will do better, and from those 20 businesses who are interested, you get one client. Now in a month per week, so that means 4 clients per month, correct? Now things add up, okay? So the next month you do still 200 voice drops, and the following week too. So every week you get one extra client. And this is also what you can handle. How many weeks does it take to earn $10,000 per month? How many weeks does it take to earn $10,000 per month? Okay. Anybody an answer to that? How many weeks does it take to earn $10,000 per month? Everybody can do the math? Okay. So about 12 months, correct? Okay. Who like to earn $10,000 per month in a year from now? Enter yes or no. Enter if you are okay to earn $10,000 per month in a year from now. Do you agree? Do you agree? This are very reasonable results. I didn't. If you instead of 200 voice drops, you drop 400, or instead of 10% conversion, you are able to do 20% conversion. Instead of one client, you're able to do 2 clients. When you improve this, also amount of time to get there improve, correct? Now I will tell you this, $10,000 extra per month will change your life, correct? Will just change people's life. Okay? That's how simple it is. So things makes the way how you things do make a difference. So which service you offer, which prospect you do, which audio script you use, things makes a difference, correct? So you can optimize this. You can optimize this part, correct? But you will learn over time. When you do this consistent, it just go better and better and better and better. Another thing is when you got 20 or more clients, you know what's going to kick in? Word of mouth, correct? You're going to get referrals. So not only your system is producing new clients, but you get also, because you get testimonials in, happy clients, you get a specialist, okay? It's kind of a snowball effect. I wish I could draw this somehow. You guys see my cursor? Do you guys see my cursor? Okay, here it is. I feel when I started, I was an airplane. Do you guys see my mouse moving? I was an airplane. And I had to increase speed to take off. Okay? I had to increase speed to take off. So one client, or two clients, and three clients, and now my mouse is going faster, correct? And now I got five clients, and now my airplane takes off. Do you know that it costs much less energy to increase the altitude when you're flying than increasing speed? And once you, so that means if you get more clients, it's much easier to get more and more and more and more clients. It's really that case. So the hardest period, hardest phase is to increase the speed to get the first five clients. That is just how it is. Really, it is. Okay, you get your service nailed down. You know how to speak. You know how to handle credit card payments. Okay, you you are able to buy new computer. Your spouse is happy with it. You are happy. You're happy with your life. Everything goes smoother. Your money comes in, and when money comes in, solutions are easier. That is just how it works. Do you agree? So your problem might be to increase that speed. And increase that speed, you need a system you follow consistently, day after day, week after week, month after month. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So then once you get, okay, let me change the screen. Everybody know how to set up that voice message in call CD? Okay, let me try. Let me try to log in. When you log in, you set up the call tracking number, all numbers, and you're going to edit that number. Okay, you do not use the IVR settings. Okay, you don't. I will tell you one more thing about this. You set up the voice message, and select this box, direct voice message, and you select the audio file, and of course, you select the audio file. That's it. Go to voice message, direct voice message, and then you upload the audio file or you create one. Now, Then you send them a text message, you enable it and send the text message. If you want to do a test call this number 561 617 8404. Okay, then you can see how beautiful this system is. Okay, now if you go to help and go to tutorials, missed call and text message. Okay, so on the help tutorials, there's Kern audio tutorial. So easy. It's very easy. There's not much to explain. The biggest, you know what the most important thing is to get this system set up? What is the most important thing? What is the most important thing to set up the turbo system? Do it, correct? Take action. It's really true. You have those weekly webinars, you have Kern at your fingertips, you have tutorials. It's now up to you. Okay? You see, it's still running because everybody started the search, so I cannot do the export. Okay. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show. What is kind of, it's not new, but you probably haven't talked about it. Text message leads. So you send them a text message, correct? With a link to your client getting a website. Maybe they're going to respond to the text message, correct? Instead of clicking on the link, they might just respond to the text message. So when you select this box, text message leads, okay, you can send them another text message. Hey, so you get they reply and you send them an automatic reply. How cool is that? So they can respond to your text message and you respond to them text message. And you can send them another message. Okay? How cool is that? So that is if you enable text message leads. Okay? Any Lloyd have a long question, so we have time for that. Silent prospector example. If I have 1,000 phone number list and schedule at 50 calls a day, question. Does the software stop first at 50 calls and restart the next day, call number 51, next 101? Yes, it will do that about, not exactly, but the goal is to reach that 50 calls per day. It cannot do that exactly, but it will try close to it. Okay? Because you not exactly know how many calls are successful, so you have to do a kind of prediction. But that is Silent Prospector will try to reach that setting. Can I input into Silent Prospector a list that contains phone numbers only? I think it can. I think it can. Otherwise, you use some fake column names because it mainly only use the phone numbers. So for the campaign. So there are ways around it. Lloyd said thank you. Any other question? I have 3 minutes to go. John said, I have Sales Dynamite Jack already. How much would it cost me to get AdWords Academy? It's you pay the difference. AdWords Academy includes Sales Dynamite Jack. So get local AdWords Academy, send a message to support@jackhome.com or send an email to support@jackhome.com and I will upgrade you. Paul said, nice job. I learned a lot. Thank you. Michael said, you said send clients to client getting a website. If you are doing AdWords, what website do you send them to? Okay. I send them to this website. WordPress rag. Okay. If you have AdWords, let me log in. Then you go to next website. Then you go to AdWords. AdWords management. Okay. You import the theme and you override all pages. If yes button want to keep curse, no, I want no. You will send them to this. You want to send them to this website, correct? How does the invoicing feature work for Call City? Jimmy, that interface is so intuitive, okay? So it's it's so easy, okay? You you just select want to invoice, you set your merchant ID, everything is inside Call CD. Okay, when you go to invoicing, you select I enable invoicing, and then you select template and enter the fields, how many you want to per invoice, the email sent. Okay, it's very intuitive. But you can invoice your client. If you do lead generation or want to just show how many leads you get each month, you can do that. Okay, when you go to jackhome.com and you go to AdWords Academy, okay, so you go to products, AdWords Academy, and you can grab it here. And if you have Sales Dynamite Jack, you send me an email and you only pay the difference with Sales Dynamite Jack. So it's a very good deal. Or you send an email to support@jackhotman.com at jackhotman.com, and if I can, I will upgrade you. How many campaigns can be run at one time on Silent Prospector? multiple. I don't think it is limited, but if you use the same caller ID, then it will mess up the results. Does that make sense? So each campaign needs his own caller ID to um, to track the results properly. Does that make sense, Will? So if you want me contact me or email, then send me an email to support@jackhopman.com. Okay, tell me, enter Turbo if you're going to implement Turbo in your business. So just want to see how many people going to follow the Turbo system. Enter Turbo if you're going to follow that process. Okay, good. See a lot of yeses and Turbo. Okay. Which kind of leads are you going after? Did you have to make a choice? Okay, let me cancel this. Okay, are you going to all? Okay, are you going to after Home Advisor? Are you going after AdWords, Unclaimed, or Facebook? All niches in one city. Did you? AdWords, all, you get the most leads. All is really nice. You get a lot of leads, correct? I see many people use all. Okay. Do you know we track the usage, and it's really amazing how many of you guys use the cloud-based lead finder jack. Really amazing. It's growing steadily fast. Okay. So where do you find Silent Prospector? Products, Silent Prospector. Okay. And it's also here, Silent Prospector. Okay. Anybody another question? So with that said, I really thank you guys for your input and responses to my training. I really hope you're going to implement the turbo system. Your goal is to get one client per week. If you have questions about a certain product, pricing or so, send me an email to support@jackhopman.com and I can answer you with specifics. If you need a product or the replay is always on jackhopman.com. You really want to book that website, you should go at least once a week to this, okay? And check it out for the specials, for the replay. Let's see how many people watch the replay. Can anybody guess that? I haven't seen it yet. I do that once per week because I kind of like to see how many people. What is your estimate? How many people watch the replay? So if you go to YouTube, okay. So that means 474 besides the live training watch the replay. Is that not amazing? 474 from 1 hour training. So I'm really pleased with that. I feel rewarded for that, and that's because my training works in my mind. And if you follow my process, you will see results. And the only way to get results is to continuous following process where you automate certain things. So when the replay is on jackhopman.com. Okay, of course you need to put action into place. Spend at least 1/3 of your time on prospecting. Okay, that's important. 1/3 of your time. If you work 2 hours per night, you spend 21 hours per week on internet marketing. So you spend at least 3 times 6, 3 times 7, 7 hours per week. Let's say 1 hour per day. 1 hour per day. 1 hour per day. Is that too much? Can I call them directly? Yes. Belinda, this is actually a good question. Should you stop with the turbo system to get new clients? And the answer is no. You get your chances increase if you contact the business on various ways. Does that make sense? Do you guys agree with that? Okay. Yes. It's you work the same way, correct? You work the same way. Okay. Now for next week topic, do you guys want to learn a done for you Google My Business service? Do you want to learn a done for you Google My Business service? Okay, so I will demo do that next week Tuesday, correct? What it entails, the done for you service. Everybody's joining next week. So thanks everybody for joining this call, and I'm looking forward to the next week training. I can't wait. And of course, I will come up with a good weekend promotion. Thank you so much and see you next week.